Good morning, my dear students. In my previous video, we discussed about Kirchhoff's laws, Kirchhoff's rules of electric circuit, that is KVL and KCL, Kirchhoff's voltage law and Kirchhoff's current law. Okay. And in today's session, we shall discuss one more very important concept of class 12, that is Wheatstone bridge. Okay. Wheatstone bridge is very important for your point of final theory examination, because this question has many times appeared for 3 mark as well as 5 mark. Okay. So let us begin our discussion, that is Wheatstone's bridge. Okay. We shall discuss Wheatstone bridge step by step. First step, that is introduction. Introduction. It consists 4 resistors in the form of bridge. Okay. It is used to find unknown resistors. Unknown resistor in terms of other 3 resistors. Actually 4 resistors it will include. 4 resistors, I mean unknown resistor in terms of other 3 known resistors. 4 resistors will be there, of which one variable resistor and one unknown resistor will be there. And second one, construction. See its construction. 4 resistor arrangement it is. This way, and this is a cell. Okay, and here one galvanometer, and this is key. This is key, and IG current is flowing through galvanometer, and I current is flowing through the circuit, and it is E. Okay. See here, let us see A, B, C and D, and these resistors let us name it as P, Q, R, S. This R is a variable resistor, and say S is unknown resistor. Okay. And now we shall name the current. See, I current is at point A. When at point A I current comes, some current will go by this way and some current will go by this way. I mean through a P resistor, and some current will through R resistor. Say this current is I2 and this is going to be I1. I2. From A to B the current will be I2 only. From A to D the current will be I1 only. Okay, because between the junction the current remains constant. Okay, and already we know IG current is flowing through this point. From B to D the current is how much? IG, and from A to B the current is how much? I2. Okay, then how much current will remain here? The current entering is how much? I2. Current leaving is how much? IG. Then the current entering by other way, this way, is how much? It is I2 minus IG. I2 minus IG. Okay, then I1 current is entering the junction D and IG current is entering the junction D. Therefore, the current is how much? It is I1 plus IG. Okay, once again I1 plus IG, I2 minus IG cancels. What remains? I1 plus I2. It means I1 plus I2 is nothing but what? I. Okay, how much current will go by this way? It is I is equal to I1 plus I2. Okay. So consists 4 resistors, P, Q, R and S, where R is what? Variable resistors, and S is unknown resistor, resistor, and Ig is current through galvanometer G. Okay, so this is construction part. Okay, in a simple way I am explaining. And next, third point, that is working. See here, key is there. When key is closed, when key K is closed, what happens? This galvanometer will show certain deflection. It means the presence of current is indicated by galvanometer. Closed. Presence of current is shown by galvanometer, and that current we have already told, it is Ig. Okay, the moment you insert the key, the moment you close the key, what happens? Ig will show certain deflection. That means the current across the circuit is indicated by what? Galvanometer. Presence of current, that is Ig. Okay, now what you do is you adjust this R value, resistor's R value, because this is variable resistor. You adjust this R value in such a way that this galvanometer shows no deflection. It means Ig is equal to 0. R is adjusted in such a way that the galvanometer current Ig equal to Ig becomes 0. That is, galvanometer shows no deflection. Okay, it means galvanometer shows no deflection. That means B and D have equal potential. The potential drop across B and D is now same. Then and then only Ig current is going to be 0, no? Because in order to flow current, what is necessary? Voltage drop is necessary, potential difference is necessary. Potential at B and potential at D is same. Then and then only the current across Ig is going to be 0. Okay, it means potential drop at B and D is same. Okay, if Ig current is 0, it means potential drop at B and D is same. Then the bridge is said to be balanced. Now we can write the ratio P divided by Q is equal to R divided by S. Okay, this is balanced condition. Okay, and with the help of this formula I can write S is equal to R divided by Q. S is equal to R divided by P into Q. This is the value of unknown resistor. Okay, and sometimes for 2 mark this question appears. Write the balanced condition of Wheatstone network. What is the balanced condition for Wheatstone network? It is very simple. P divided by Q is equal to R by S when Ig is equal to 0. When Ig is equal to 0. When Ig is equal to 0, P by Q is equal to R by S. This is the balanced condition. Okay. Okay, next point is, fourth point is proof. this is P, and this current is how much? I2, and this current is I2 minus Ig. Proof. Okay. See, when this key is closed, what happens? Different current across the arms. See, at from A to B, I2 current is flowing. From B to C, I2 minus Ig is flowing. From D to C, I1 plus Ig is flowing. From A to D, how much current is flowing? It is I1 current is flowing. Different amount of current across different junctions. Okay. What you do is, you applying KVL at loop. Consider this loop A, B, D, A. A, B, D, A. Okay. You start from this point and again you have to come back to same point A. Okay. While traveling from A to B, okay, current multiplied with resistance gives you what? Voltage. The current is how much? I2. Voltage, potential is how much? Resistor is how much? P. So P into I2. That is I2 into P. Positive because you are going along with current. And from B to D, the current is how much? Ig. Galvanometer will contain certain resistance, and that I can write plus G into Ig. Okay. And from D to A, see here, while traveling from D to A, you are going by this way. The current is against you, therefore current is taken as negative. Therefore minus R into I1 is equal to 0. I can also write it as I2P plus, okay, plus GIG is equal to RI1. Let us call it as equation 1. Next, applying KVL at loop. One more loop is there. B, C, D, B. B, C, D, B. We can consider only two equations because only two unknown currents are there, I1 and I2. Therefore, we can use only two equations, no problem. We shall start from this point. See here, we are going by this way. Current is also along with us. Therefore, this is P and this is Q. Okay. Resistance multiplied with current, that is Q multiplied by I2 minus Ig. Okay. And from C to D, while traveling this way, we are against the current. Therefore, minus S I1 plus Ig. Okay. We reach D, and while traveling from D to B, once again we are against the current because Ig current is flowing this way. Therefore, it is minus G into Ig is equal to 0. Okay. I will rewrite Q into I2 minus Q into Ig minus S into I1 minus S into Ig minus G into Ig is equal to 0. Let us call it as equation 1. But when the circuit is, when the bridge is said to be balanced, okay, the current across the galvanometer is how much? 0. Okay. Ig is equal to 0 when bridge is balanced. Bridge is balanced. Okay. This Ig value substitute in equation 1 and 2. Okay. What happens? See here. I2P, Ig is 0. 0 into anything is 0. Therefore, is equal to R into I1. Let us call it as equation 3. Okay. Next, Ig is equal to 0 substituted in equation 2. What happens? See here. QI2 minus QIG. Ig is 0. 0 into anything is 0. Next, SI1 minus SI1. SIG 0. GIG 0 is equal to 0. Therefore, QI2 is equal to SI1. Let us call it as equation 4. Okay. Dividing 3 by 4. What happens if you divide 3 by 4? I will write here. Equation 3. I2P divided by QI2 is equal to RI1 divided by S I1. Yes, I1. See, I2 is cancelled, I1 is cancelled. What is remaining? P divided by Q is equal to R divided by S. This is balanced condition. And this balanced condition is obtained when we consider Ig is equal to 0. Okay, so this is the proof. When Ig is equal to 0, P divided by Q is equal to R divided by S. So this is all about Wheatstone bridge. Okay, and this proof is very important for 3 mark. Okay, it's a 5-star question. Okay, please note down.